Okay, good evening. We saw Sheik Gunmi recently. It shows Sheik Gunmi deported, from Saudi not too long ago, and this has caused a lot of topic, division on social media. And the Fulani is now calling for what that the Nigerian government must intervene and send him back to Saudi Arabia. What is your take as regards this?
Wow, sending him back to Saudi Arabia spells doom for him. Because of course you know that America is Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia is America. America is in full control of Saudi Arabia. If you send Gunmi back to Saudi Arabia, Gunmi will be arrested. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Fulani's suggestion to send Gunmi back to Saudi Arabia will spell doom for Gunmi. Saudi Arabia has an international law and their constitution is not flexible. They have, let me tell you, very, very rigid constitution. It's not listening good. And reasons behind Gunmi's extradition is because Gunmi is palling with, now if you're not comfortable, let us go. Now if you look here, you're not consistent. So let me tell you, one thing I know is that Gunmi is at least palling with, romancing with all the terrorist organization in Nigeria. I want you to understand what happened during Buhari regime. Muhammad Buhari regime, Gunmi was negotiating between federal government of Nigeria and the bandits in the bush. How do you say it? Gunmi's strongest friend, best friend or acquaintance, Mamu, was apprehended by CIA at Cairo Airport, Egypt. En route Iran, he was going to Iran. And you know that earlier on, Gunmi was spared from entering Medina. Medina is in Mecca. I don't know to understand. It's the holy city of the Muslims. He was barred from going there, meaning America was watching this man. And you should understand that, I still repeat, America is Saudi Arabia. America is in control of Saudi Arabia fully. Yes. Look at what happened during Operation Desert Storm of 1990, during the Gulf War. America invaded Saudi Arabia and take charge of the military forces in Saudi Arabia. They protected Saudi Arabia from Iraqi invasion. Iraq invaded Kuwait. America protected Saudi from what? Iraq invasion. So what is Saudi is what is America. What is going on in Saudi is that American forces are in control of the whole Saudi Arabia. So if we want to go to jail, Nigerians should extradite him back to Medina to clear himself. America will arrest him there. His best friend Mamu was apprehended at Cairo Airport in route Iran, where he was going to meet all those terrorist organizations in Iran. I mean Hezbollah, I mean Al-Qaeda, I mean ISIS, I mean Al-Shabaab, I mean Boko Haram, even with what do you call them, Yemen. So their operations, their ties with Iran is the reason why American eyes are on Mamu and the Gunmi, Sheik Gunmi. So I'm telling you, it is not tenable. It's not obtainable for Gunmi to go back again. Why should Fulani bring out that kind of suggestion?
They said that the Nigerian government, the organization that sent them to Hajj is already talking with the Saudi Arabia government to see how to settle the issue so that he can go back.
If he goes back, America will arrest him. The Fulanis are too religious. These are religious bigots we have in Nigeria that has actually, turned Nigeria into a religious, killing field. Yes, they want him to go back. He's an erring Islamic cleric who plays the role of middleman between Nigeria and terrorists. You know what it means to go and meet or negotiate with the bandits in the bush? It means you have stake in it. Gunmi has stake in banditry. He has stake in operation of Boko Haram, ISWAP, Fulani headers, and Asaru. Even Mahmuda, I'm telling you, Gunmi will tell you how Mahmuda came about. That is the kind of person he is. And you know that America has anything terrorist activities. Nigeria has been penciled down as one of the terrorist countries of the world. America has succeeded on doing that. Nigeria, Abdul Muttalib was about bombing an airplane in Route, Michigan in 2014 or 13. I don't know what I understand. That was 24th December. Abdul Muttalab, his father was once CEO, First Bank Nigeria. The guy is serving jail term in America now. I don't know what I understand. So Gumi's link or affiliation with Hezbollah, Hamas, Al-Shabaab, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, you know, Boko Haram, and the rest of the terror platforms in Nigeria connotes reasons why Saudi Arabia deported him. So negotiation with Saudi Arabia is out of question. They shouldn't negotiate with Saudi Arabia. He is outlawed in Saudi. I said it on and off. Gumi is outlawed in Saudi Arabia. They declare him persona non grata. I don't know what I understand. He's a persona non grata. Saudi can never house or allow a terrorist suspect in their country. Saudi Arabia is not Nigeria, whereby we are petting, you know, being naive with Boko Haram, herdsmen terrorists, bandits, they are terrorists, and other terror organization in Nigeria. Saudi Arabia cannot do that. Osama bin Laden was the one that constituted bombing of, you know, 9/11. Yes, September 9/11 in the United States. And the bin Laden is from Bin Laden family, the ruling class of Saudi Arabia, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And the Saudi today turned their back on Osama bin Laden. Even when he died, they celebrated it. So Saudi is America. They have strong affiliation fighting the enemies of Saudi today. The enemies of Saudi are who? Iraq, Yemen. I don't know what
the enemy of Saudi.
Yemen, Iran, Iraq. They are enemy of Saudi. Then all these platform, terrorist organization or platform across Middle East, they don't accept it. I name them Hezbollah, Hamas, Al-Shabaab, what do you call them again? ISIS, Al-Qaeda. Many of them, Saudi Arabia doesn't like these terror platforms because America is in control. America is the one providing military forces that protect and, you know, let me say, guide Saudi Arabia today. So that's why you find out that Gumi is penciled down as an unwanted person in Saudi Arabia. Gumi, I repeat again, he constituted persona non grata in Saudi Arabia, and he has been what? Exiled from that country. He has know how Nigeria negotiate with money or crude oil, you know, successfully, you know, bringing or taking back Gumi into Saudi Arabia. It is not possible. It is not tenable. It can never be achieved. Why? America is against family terrorism. Act of terrorism is the worst criminality or crime you can commit in America now. It's above drug crimes. I'm telling you because I know how many times they actually infiltrated the United States of America and disallowed many, you know, Americans. That's terrorists. I don't understand. One in California, the other one in what's the name of this place? So that the Arab has actually infiltrated in the state. That is Arizona. I don't understand. The terror group have actually brought hatred of Americans against the Muslims in the United States of America. Gumi is a deadly terrorist. They can't allow him in Saudi.
But we've seen Gumi, you know, numerous number of times come and say he's ready. I know he has the ability or the power to, you know, call up insecurity in Nigeria by, you know, the government, you know, allowing him to go and negotiate with bandits. And a lot of people have come out that why is he saying this and going and is he walking about freely?
Wait.
That. Okay, so they say he has come out and said that he has the power to negotiate and stop insecurity. But with this statement now, do you not think that the government should be looking, after what happened, do you not think the government should be looking into Gumi's case?
No, they should have arrested Gumi. Gumi is supposed to be in jail for having clue on how Boko Haram and bandits operate in the northeast. Because tell me whom you are, I will tell your friends. Someone that has that kind of capability to negotiate with terrorists has hand in sponsorship of terrorists across Nigeria. It's only that Nigerian government has never been serious. That's why they allow people that, are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria to be walking free on the street of Abuja, Lagos, and the rest of the, northeastern region. Why should Gumi be negotiating with terrorists in the bush without having affiliation with them? He knows all their modus operandi. That's why he goes to the bush, come out from the bush after negotiation, and federal government is not doing anything about that. These are the people that are connotes, problem, insecurity in Nigeria. At least providing mechanisms like logistics for the bandits, the Boko Haram insurgents, and some of them, their affiliated group in the north. Gumi is a terrorist, actually. If it could be that Nigeria is an advanced country that is serious with, war against insecurity, Gumi is supposed to be apprehended. His questionable activities has gotten out of hand in recent times. Somebody that is befriending the most wanted Al-Qaeda affiliated person in Nigeria, Mamu, is allowed to go scot-free. Mamu's house was discovered, with many incriminating materials linking him to Al-Qaeda in Iran. And Gumi is his best friend. Could be that Gumi is an Igbo man. Gumi is supposed to be incarcerated, be in confinement. I'm telling you by now, this Islamic or Muslim cleric is from Fulani extraction. And I'm telling you that the 75% of insecurity, orchestration or happening in Nigeria is caused by his Fulani, kinsmen. Do you know that? So that's what I'm saying. Gumi is supposed to be arrested. Fulanis are negotiating about taking him back, meaning that Fulani has actually understood that their stand in Nigeria is to destabilize Nigeria by insecurity, especially Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime. Fulani has come with many platforms as terror group to make sure that they give Tinubu administration sleepless nights. How could you take someone that Saudi authority, the holy city of Islam, the Muslims, rejected? Have you not seen their suggestion? What does this pair of Fulanis? They are the orchestrator, mechanism behind terrorist organization or activities in Nigeria. They should arrest him now, question him, interrogate him, and make sure that he goes in. Because this time around, I'm telling you that Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is vindicated. Because the main terrorist sponsor, number one, list now we know is Gumi. Ask Saudi Arabia the reason why they sent him back. Someone that says he's a Muslim cleric, that is a priest in Islam, is negotiating with thieves, deadly terrorists in the bush. He is among them. They should have arrested him. They don't need to show him any mercy at all, direct to prison. If Nigeria is a serious country, we are not serious. We are being selective and discriminative on the war against insecurity in Nigeria. That's why I see most of the military forces, anytime they go down to Igbo land to fight insecurity, they spy, they neutralize, they kill anyhow. Because they, Fulani, are 75% of Nigeria, army. And they hate Igbo with passion because we the Igbos, we are no Muslim. And we are not going to be Muslims in the future. So that's why they are at least handling the case of Sheik's extradition from Saudi Arabia into Nigeria with levity. Yes, and discrepancies. Because we are not serious. United Arab Emirates has come up with over 350 sponsors of terrorists in Nigeria. What happened to those sponsors? They swept it under carpet. In the then, previous administration of Buhari, and the current Bola Ahmed Tinubu has come. He has not done anything about the list of sponsors from Dubai. How do you think insecurity is going to end when the sponsors are growing fat and big as a result of ransom payments from the bandits in the north? So as he allowed them, he allows insecurity. As he plays selective games, terrorism has come to stay in Nigeria. There's nothing any man could do to at least exterminate act of terrorism across Nigeria. It has come to stay. I'm telling you the facts.
Okay, but no, let's not also forget to say that even though if he goes to DSS in organization, that he will not spend more than 2 hours there. And eventually, when he was being invited, he stayed there for just 2 hours, and Nigeria was shocked that that means Are Fulani the real owner of Nigeria?
Fulani visitors, strangers that actually came to Nigeria 16th, 17th, 18th centuries. They are not up to 600 years now here. They've actually put the Hausa down. They have actually in control of Hausa land. They have actually infiltrated the army, the police, and all the military forces in Nigeria. Fulani is in control of DSS, MPF. That's why Gunmi was invited. He could not stay up to 2 hours there. They do what? Let him off the hook. Because the police, the army, the customs, the immigration, all the military and paramilitary in Nigeria, they are Fulanis. Nigerian military army, 75% is Fulani. So that's why Gunmi went there. Here he could not stay up to 2 hours. They allow him. If you have a case today, either traffic case, either two fighting with a Fulani man, if you go to police station, you have lost the case. What is really going on in Nigeria? Why the Southerners are not getting the right information about Nigerian problem? That our problem 99% is constituted by the Fulani hegemony that has been, urinating on our tradition, even our religions and cultures. Because they believe that Sadwana Sokoto is a Fulani man. Sokoto Caliphate is in charge of Nigerian government. Each and every administration that comes and goes, Sadwana Sokoto is there as the head. As I'm talking to you now, the person that is telling Tinubu what to do today, I'm saying it outrightly, is Sadwana Sokoto. Fulani can go into any community in Nigeria and kill more than many people, free of charge. Nobody will say anything. But if they have it in Nigeria, that is when you see the whole north boiling, running their mouth at the Southerners as if we are their slaves. And actually they have succeeded on bringing down Nigerians. The entire landmarks of Nigeria today, the Fulani herders, killer herders, in conjunction with Nigerian cattle rearers, are killing our farmers all over Igbo land, all over Southwest, encroaching across Nigerian landmarks, simply because they have the guns, they have the power, they are at the seat of authority at Aso Rock. Don't you ever think Tinubu is in charge? No, Tinubu is not in charge. The Fulani hegemonies, they are in charge of what is going on here. We don't actually say we are in a democratic setup. No, what we are practicing in Nigeria is monarchy, a system of government by king, and the king has divine rights, and the king I'm talking about is Sadwana of Sokoto. If Sadwana get any information that the Fulanis are killed or being killed in the southern Nigeria, Sadwana will give an executive order, royal order, to stop anything happening to his people. While his people, he allows them killing farmers, southwest, southeast, south, and mid-belt. They are dying in their various farmland in Nigeria on daily basis. And this caliphate of Sokoto is doing nothing. Are you listening to me? Christians are being buried unalive on daily basis. What has the Emir of Kano said about it? Emir of Kano is a Fulani man. Lamido, Sanusi. Sadwana of Sokoto is a Fulani man. They are not doing anything about what all these religious pigs are doing to Christians in Nigeria. Because we are Christians, Fulanis spreading their Islamization tentacles across Nigeria is the reason why every Christian is afraid today. They cannot even do crusade without armed policemen, because the Fulani hegemonies are embarked on incessant Islamization of Nigeria, using such tactics that even the government of the day could not crack it. They don't understand. Journalism is the major issue we have now on insecurity going on across Nigeria. Nigerian journalists are very dangerous. They are not writing the real thing they should write, especially Southwest journalists. They can't write. Journalism is very dangerous in Nigeria because they are not giving us the right information. What is happening in Nigeria? They are telling you another story, being to be selective by what? Billowing, ballooing up what is going on in Igbo land. IPOB. They don't know that North has gone down before terrorism. Every region in the North, terrorists are there, buying people, killing people on daily basis. And these journalists are not writing anything. We, on the social media platform, I think we are drumming. And the drum we are beating, the sound, the noise is blowing high. At least drowning the space of secret Islamization going on across the country. Social media platform, social media publicity and journalism. We are doing well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.